My third and final section of the playthrough of Willow on Famicom NES. Just a reminder, as you're looking at translations, white characters are hiragana, brown characters katakana, blue characters are kanji. You can refer to the video description if you want to see warp points to different points of the video rather than just watching through the whole thing if there's something specific you're looking for in terms of a translation. But otherwise, just enjoy and we'll explore together. So we've just made it into the mountain pass. We've finished collecting treasure in Lake Chief. We restored Fin Raziel to her normal state. We've achieved kind of getting the god's power, I guess, into the god's crest, which is one of the key items to defeat Bad Morda. We have Shalindra's wand all amped up, so really we're ready to go. We just have to find our way to Nockmaar. So in the meantime, we're just exploring the Mount Pass a little bit, trying to navigate on our way. Recall the first objective is to find Tir Asleen. Right at the very end of video 2, the old lady taught us the Thunder Spell. Pretty much instant death to anything on screen. But used a fair bit of magic too, so I don't tend to use it except for against the mouth monsters, since it's really the only thing that'll hit them. Like this one, for example. And this one too. These little guys basically don't let you pass unless you have the monster bone and cast a specter spell, become a monster yourself, and then the monsters don't activate, so you can just kind of stroll on through. It's utterly impossible to do this without those little mouths just bounce you around and damage you until you die. Got the one little gap. It only lasts so long, so not quite long enough to get through the whole thing without a second round. So now nothing will attack me as long as I'm in this form. But I also want to be able to talk to people, because there are people who have fled Tir Asleen living around here. Like this guy, for example. Well, we do kind of know Tir Asleen. Maybe Willow doesn't at this point. Small country. Chisana. Hitori is an individual or alone. Shigashi we see a lot, that's a however. Furui, old. Yaraba is chosen. He's going to just wait until the chosen hero comes along. This is another set of caves that are a little bit maze-like. There's 3 mountain caves in total. The red one, the purple one, and the green one. Alright, this looks familiar. We just had passed over that. So now we're in the southern part of the mountain range. Let's beat the rocks. Nice to get a bit of magic back. Fortunately, those guys don't use my own magic to attack me like the little skunky things do. And where have we seen this before? The Cursed Bridge. It's the Purple Cave. Maybe the programmers got a little lazy at this point and just started kind of throwing NPCs around just to make things happen. No quest associated with it. So I look at the Eagle Clan, Zoku Clan. The Eagle Clan was not, as far as I know, part of any of the movie lore. More to burn their country, so nonetheless, they don't like it. Apparently, everybody scattered. Lost track of his brother, Ani Aban. And he's giving me a wing sword, Uinge Soro. Apparently, the sword's not in the greatest condition. And to be perfectly honest, right now, a 100% useless sword in my inventory. It has less attack power than, as far as I know, even the longsword does. However, treated right, it can become the most powerful sword we have. I noticed the Hashi Bridge had a Norwa curse on it. Chikatsuku, approach. Nobody can approach it. So for whatever reason, talking to that old lady is going to now mean that old man I talked to before is going to recognize me as the chosen hero. So I have to make it back to him now. I might have got myself a little turned around, so we'll see how that goes. I don't really think there's much in the way of treasure in here. Just places to get lost. So in this area, I thoroughly kind of got myself all turned around and did everything wrong. So I ended up basically just grinding for a while. So we'll just speed that whole process up. So instead of going to that cave like I should have, for whatever reason, I was like, oh no, maybe I have to go back into the purple cave. Nope, not this one. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just fly back here, and not really sure why I would do that, because I got confused and thought I could fly back to the old lady's house, but she doesn't have a warp point associated with her, so now I have to make my way all the way back through the mountain pass. And that empty treasure chest yet again. Can't get the monster bone twice. Alright. On my way back to Mountain Cave number 1, the Red Cave. With that, I should be ready to proceed. Change my magic weapon, and I can change out of being a monster. Now the old fellow is more interested in talking. Nanigayo? Kirius? These mage's shoes, or the witch shoes, for the other game, Madoshi. So, magician, mage, witch, something like that. And Kutsu shoes. So theoretically, the bridge curse will no longer affect me. I just have to find my way back to that. It's nice to finally have the Devil Eye moving quickly. I really like it better when I'm the one casting that spell. And give me your magic. There we go. Much better. Look at that! The bridge is so much more friendly now. Not to mention long. Kind of wonder why there's this bridge and there's that convenient path right parallel to it. Could have made a much lighter weight engineering choice. Not gonna deal with you. Or you? And just like that. Haven't heard this little village ditty for a while. Nobody there, though. Naremo inai. And we don't got nobody there. Turns out this village is mostly abandoned. There's a couple of stragglers. It's a little repetitive, but this is a big village. Gotta explore it. Make sure I don't miss anything. Here's a fellow. Babamora Joe. Babamora Queen. Taos. Temeniko. Urarete. So if I come here to defeat Babamora, Soranara, in that case, he'll let me rest and restore my HP. Nowhere left to go but up. Another gothic sounding music, I think. Back in the village in this little spot that I guess was cut off from the rest. No function for that house that I can think of right now. This getting things dark is pretty new. Deep in the shadow of the mountain. What could be along this mysterious path? A ton of crab monsters, apparently. An old lady. And apparently we have Nockmaar Castle in the background there. Kuma, that devil. Damn it, stop. Itsunohika. It's one day. Iwayama, the Rocky Mountain. Things to brighten up a little bit again. Back to normal. Last thing to check, what's over here? Another cave. The Green Cave. Mountain Cave number 3. Empty chest. So that's kind of a cheap way to block off a door in my opinion, but who am I to judge, I suppose? I can just go and make my own video game if I want to do it differently. Inside of the castle has all these rooms and everything that look kind of boring. If I lived in this castle, I would not find this decorating very inspired. A guy. Seems like we're dealing with the legendary Eric, or apparently Aku. The Great Warrior of Tir Asleen. Sisk. I'm not sure about that monster name, but sure. And for some reason, Eric doesn't think he can defeat it, but that this little Nelwyn that's approached him can, so let's give it a whirl. It's going to give me a sword to try with. The Kaiser Sword. Sounds tasty. That dragon sword for a long time, so this is really a first upgrade. This is a different one. Not necessarily again, as most of the bosses in this game, not really a huge challenge, but we'll get them anyway. It's a nice few hits to take. And there he goes. That was not a hard boss. Now let's see what reward I've earned. There's that tantalizing door back there. Well, this doesn't look like a great reward. Manamato perfectly. Kisama. That's a really rude way to address somebody. Ware. That's a kind of a long way of saying us. My last one, die like dogs. I guess that was the best I could come up with from the translation. I'm not sure if it was right. Mata again. Ah, Mad Mardigan. Always captured. Oh well. We found the cave that leads to Nockmaar. Can't do anything about it. We're in jail. I guess game over then? Ooh. Yasukete! Save or help. Suni. Immediately. Alright, now it's time to chase that crest. Not great that Kale stole it from us. Tir Nockmaar. So that's like broken heart powder. Kona is the powder. Chichuren is kind of I guess unrequited love is what that's the best translation for, because in the movie it's the unrequited love powder. Alright, now that we've been busted out of jail, looks like we can follow up on that lead of the secret cave. There just so happens to have been a cave that had a treasure chest blocking it for no apparent reason. Which, of course, Willow can't possibly get by. Avmorta's security system is pretty elaborate. I know, I'll drop in a treasure chest. No one will get by that. And in the physics of this world, that's all it takes. Just a little bit more castle exploration. A few treasures that we need to pick up. Battle shield. So this is the second best shield. And honestly, don't necessarily get to use it too long. Also, based on my inventory there, it looks like I missed a shield somewhere along the way. Don't pig me, don't pig me, don't pig me. There we go. Alright, now that we've escaped, take advantage of a quick heal. pretty sure there's at least one more treasure left in this castle. Let's see if we can find it. Level 14 as well. Should be enough to finish the game now, if need be. Next level up doesn't occur till 9990. 99990. So it's a long way to go. Actually, you know what? Maybe there's 16 levels. These old 8-bit games did like its multiples of 8. There we go. The Wonder Sword. Wonder Sword. I guess I could have just got that instead of going up for that heal. Alright, that should complete my sword set. And also, as far as I know, that's it for what I can acquire here in Tir Asleen Castle. So no need to come back here. Alright, let's follow up on this cave. See if anything's changed to allow me to actually go deeper into it. Well, there's a change. Just in case I hadn't noticed, this is now being labeled for me as the Himitsu Secret no Dokutsu Cave. And they've even acknowledging the fact that this treasure chest was blocking the entrance. Which I guess they've removed for me or something? Fury Shield, the Fury Shield. So this is now the most powerful shield in the game. So that Battle Shield, I guess, really wasn't very long-lived in terms of its utility for me. Sort sort of annoying. There's that one missing shield that I missed somewhere along the way. Maybe I'll backtrack and get it. I think it's in the mountain path somewhere. Didn't really explore that area too thoroughly. All these dead-end empty treasure rooms. These tall corridors where they just throw tons of these guys at me. Now this looks like a familiar scene. Another random blocking treasure chest gone. Now I can apparently just walk between the old lady's cabin in this area, where I always should have been. At least that treasure just had a heal ball in it. So apparently the old lady wasn't sure, but did think I might be the hero. It did seem rather odd that she would just show this strange intruder some powerful magic spell for no reason. And if Sorsha has the crest, that's bad news. Let's see where this path leads. Oh, this is going to be a difficult one. Not much room for me to wiggle around. One long set of stairs. Makes me tired just thinking about it. This transition to the nighttime color theme also suggests maybe that mountain that I was in the shadow of before is nearby. sneaky. This looks familiar. Zema! So, again, that very rude form of address. He doesn't want to let me in. I apparently do not look like somebody who belongs in Nockmaar. Unlike Tir Asleen, it doesn't look like there's any additional places to explore. So this does seem like the end of the road here. So how to get past this guard? How would he react if I didn't look like somebody who doesn't belong in Nockmaar? Maybe more like a monster, perhaps? Well, apparently he doesn't like bakemonos. Or monsters. And with that, he's gone. Apparently this little slime is scarier than Bab Morda, who surely won't react kindly. Another eagle guy. And he's noticed that wing sword that I have. Oh, right, Attic. So this must be Attic's brother, Adam. Yoshi? Alright. Yoshi's a tough word when it's in this Hiragana only situation because it can mean a lot of things. So apparently I need a key to move forward in Nockmaar Castle. There's an old woman who has a key. Where have I met an old woman? Sure enough, though, that door seems quite closed. Technically, Adan just really amped up the wing sword, so the wing sword is now my most powerful sword. Got in the habit of using the wonder sword, though, so I guess I'll have to see if I can remember to actually equip it. And nope. Oops. Monster mode. Didn't take any time showing up. And nope. So it does appear that this castle is closed to any further progress. There's a lot of locked doors. Kind of makes you think there must be a lot of secret treasure in here in addition to the evil Bavmorda. My recollection is that actually we pretty much treasured the game out. One missing shield, and this crest that was stolen from me. I'm not sure that there really is much else in the way of treasure. So maybe best take off from the castle now and go and find that key. Alright, let's go find that old lady. Alright, Tir Asleen and Nockmaar are now added to my list of places I can just travel to. So that should help out quite a bit. Back in the nice pastoral agricultural center of Tir Asleen. I don't think I visited this house yet. You again. Apparently, I was supposed to have talked to her before. Yeah, she does not seem to want to chat with me much. And definitely not about a key to Nockmaar Castle. The old woman has one hanging around her neck. Meaning a key, I suppose. Tries to keep it hidden. This kind of makes sense, because that is about the only old woman I can think of in this area. Except maybe the one that I'm about to destroy. Also seem to recall that at this point the old lady has left her post on the end of the mountain. And may now be found in that house that is just randomly over here. I guess the servants' quarters or something? And sure enough, this door opens now. Oh, I did meet Eric. He gave me his sword and all. And she's convinced that Eric is in fact the hero, chosen to defeat Bavmorda. Alright. So, I get the key to give to him, but maybe I'll just hold on to it. Alright, I don't think there's anything else between me and the evil Bavmorda. say that I specifically need to heal, but I always like to anchor myself with a visit anyway. He's so friendly. I don't really want to hoof it all the way back to Nockmaar. So my buddy Poe can help me out here. Off we go. Shikari, tightly or strongly. Now, it's going to drive me nuts if I don't get that shield. I'm a little bit of a completionist, so maybe I will just go and acquire that real quick. I'll do it in fast mode here, so you don't have to wait. The Terror Shield. Shirudo. The monster's tale of made from shield is. With all that, make our way back to Nockmaar for the final showdown. Gotta find the right set of stairs to take me to the upper level. This castle is full of pitfalls and hidden basements and all kinds of not useful places. Example of one of those not so useful places. Satisfying to be able to pass through those doors now. Color scheme is getting darker. Aha, Mr. Madmartigan captured yet again. And the Musume of Babumora has introduced herself before to me, but I guess she doesn't recognize me. But no longer can I escape. I can go to hell with this man. And for some reason, Willow figured, well, I know, let me throw some love powder at her. And Sorcerer dodges. Hits Madmartigan. Makes sense if you've seen the movie. And now, of course, Madmartigan has become unbearably smitten with Sorsha. My sun, my moon. The world is darkness without you. Take these chains off so I can hug you properly. I can see in your eyes you're a good lady. Don't be deceived by your evil mother. And he doesn't believe in the Yogen. Prophecy. Everybody, the Daikinis, Nellens, Eagles, Nails, all those various clans I've encountered. And none of them are any different. The struggle to survive is the greatest power there is. Sorsha lets ally with Willow and give him his power. And of course, Sorsha, being the bad lady she is like, oh, that sounds good. Nobody's ever said anything nice to me before. Now all of a sudden, I can see my mother is evil. What have I been doing all this time? Oh no. And apparently, we've got the God's Crest and a treasure chest in a cavern beneath this castle. So I guess I should go and look in all the caverns. Nah. Let's see what happens if we press on. I love the fact that my power has been lent by Sorsha and Madmartigan, so they just disappear and do nothing else for me. But at least I got it out of my way. This guy, on the other hand, apparently he has already handed the quest to Babumora, so I guess it's a good thing I didn't waste my time digging around looking for it. And now apparently he wants to kill me. Let's see if he can do it. As far as bosses go, he's just slightly tougher than everybody else, but his pattern is very predictable. My shield will block this sword, so unless I get cocky, he will die. And he's gone. Now wait for a long time for all that experience that he's worth to rack up. And there we go. Restored. Now we're in a new music land. Sounds very triumphant. On my way to the final battle. Babumora will be defenseless against me. Alright, with any of you with a particularly eagle eye will notice that suddenly I'm going to magically hit level 15. I got a little tired of having my ass handed to me by Babumora, so I did go off and grind up one more level. Very boring, so I did not include that footage. Bavmorda is a fairly good step above everything else in terms of difficulty. Still quite easy if you are a good shot with the magic wand. The brave young man, yes indeed. She didn't think I'd make it all this way, but she's looking forward to having that immortal body by sealing that God's Crest. Let's deny her that. So this is the only way to hurt her, with the cane. And if I run out of magic before she's done, I'm done, because I can just do nothing. So you don't want to miss too many times. Level 15, I think I get maybe 4 misses or something, and then can't really do anything anymore. There we go. All done. I win. God's Crest is back in my possession. Oh, and now Bavmorda is like, I can't give up now. But her invulnerability is no longer a problem for me, so I can take her out with my normal attack. And she's pretty much just doing the same thing she did before, except with this fancy fire floor. If I just kind of wail at her with the fast sword, I can hit her a few times, but eventually she'll break through and hit me, and that starts a bad cycle, so better just do it that way, carefully. Alright, Bavmorda, I beat you twice. It looks like this might be it now. So, the Sky Messenger, Tenku Shisha Bavmorda, has been sent back to the sky. She casts a spell on herself to cut off the voice of the Sky God. With the power of Willow and Finrazale, just too much for her, especially when wielded with the courage and faith. Great hero Willow. So the Sky God brought Bavmorda back to the sky, and I'm sure that will be a pleasant experience for her. Willow becomes queen. Babies tend to rule well. Peace, wealth, and happiness. All sounds very good. So with that, I believe we have completed the playthrough of Willow on Famicom. Enjoy our ending credits here. But if you enjoyed this translation, or have any comments, thoughts, any other games you'd like to see me run through, feel free to let me know in comments. I always appreciate any likes and subscribes. Just be regaled with a few scenes from the game as we go through the credits. These older games certainly had a smaller staff associated with them, and the programmers and the creators tended to enjoy having more nicknames. Just had a lot more fun with that kind of stuff. And the iconic little bit of theme from Willow. I think the only time that shows up in the game. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.